Hello there, welcome to another video. You'll see a green background. I've been shooting other videos. I'm not changing the background for this one though. It's just the background, so I'm not going to try and change it around. I'm actually going to do this video about my 4K collection. So I'm just going to show you what I've got in 4K because I've moved up to 4K recently. Most of these films I bought really cheap. I'm a very cheap person. Why buy one when you can buy 3 or 4? You know, so... And there were some I got free with my 4K player, so I didn't buy all of them. Like, I was buying a player and I got a couple of dodgy ones with the player, so I'll bring them up. I'm not doing individual reviews to the film, I'm just showing you what I've got. So, I'll start with the best and then get to the rest. I'm starting with 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've yet to watch this one on 4K. It's one of my favourite films. I'm just waiting for the right time. I've tested it out. It looks gorgeous, but I still need to watch it. And also I have Apocalypse Now, the final cut. You know, big Apocalypse Now fan. Looking forward to watching this one as well. I just haven't been in the mood to watch Apocalypse Now. And I've also, from Coppola, I've also got Dracula, which is not one of his best ones, but still an enjoyable bit of pulp. That was the best. Like, everything else beyond that, I'm not rating. So I'm basically rating Apocalypse Now and 2001. Those are the best. The rest of the stuff, we'll see as they go. You know, there's some good ones and some bad ones. There's not that many great films yet in 4K. The good thing about a 4K TV, right, is if you have a 4K player, the Blu-rays get upgraded and all look gorgeous, so they look really good. So there's a lot of films I've got on Blu-ray that even if they keep it 4K, I've already got a really good version of them, so I don't need to be upgrading them. So I've got a very good collection of films to watch now that's not 4K, but it's still very good. So I'm only upgrading when I really want to, or if I'm really cheap. So there's a lot of pulp in here, there's a lot of trash in here. A lot of stuff I bought for like very little money. So I've got Batman, the original Michael Keaton Batman. I'm still trying to get the rest of them in 4K. This looks gorgeous in 4K. You get a lot of details you don't get anywhere else apart from seeing it in the cinema. It feels much more like seeing it in the cinema for this film. You see them going to work a lot better, and it's just gorgeous. You can tell everything's models now, but it doesn't matter because it looks so good. In the matte work, you see a lot of old matte work. It's beautiful. I'm really glad to have that one. I really want Batman Returns as well, but I haven't got it yet. But I will get it. Now we have Ridley Scott. Now Ridley Scott was released in 4K really quick. So by the time I got a 4K player, a lot of his titles were really cheap. So I've managed to pick up some for very little money. If you get them, you can get them in CEX for almost nothing really, to be honest. Which is how I've got quite a lot of his titles, because I didn't really pay that much for them, you know. And I got 2 in a pack as well, so it's like his stuff seems to go pretty, you can get a lot of his stuff quite easily. I pay a lot more for other films rather than his, because he's the kind of director where, apart from a few films, unless it's cheap I'm not buying it. You know, I'm not going to spend a fortune on it, because the scripts a lot of the time are not that good. So I've got Alien, which is one of his best films, which obviously has a decent script for a change for Ridley Scott. That's a terrific transfer. That's a terrific transfer. It's got HD 10 plus, which is a slightly better transfer than you get normally with HDR. HDR is the colour they put on top of the disc to start with. It makes it look a lot better. So having HDR 10 is even greater, especially in a film that's so dark. With Blade Runner, the final cut. Yep, it looks good in 4K. We've got Black Hawk Down, which is trashy but very enjoyable. I really like Black Hawk Down, even though it's very pro-American, you know, sickeningly so. But as a film, as a war film, I enjoy it, but I don't take it seriously. It's like, I don't think it's the whole truth of that situation, put it that way. We've got Exodus, Gods and Kings, with Christian Bale as Moses. It's a film, this is a kind of film of 2 halves. The first half kind of campy and kind of meh. But when Christian Bale actually becomes Moses and is cast out, I like it a lot more. So there's lots of stuff I like in it, but there's lots of stuff that's not that good. But I kind of enjoy it even despite itself. I've got Prometheus, which is the Alien prequel that's dumb as hell but really visually interesting. You know, that's basically what it is. It's not a very good film, but visually there's some good stuff there. We've got The Martian, which is one of his better later films because it's got a decent script by Drew Goddard. It's got a decent cast, it's a good situation, he can't mess up, he just has to follow. So that's a decent Ridley Scott film with a decent script for a change, which has not happened very often. Finally there's Alien Covenant, which is... I really like Alien Covenant even though it's not very good. It's the last third is terrible. But I like the atmosphere of these families going into space and they're just couples and they're trying to find a new land to live in. I just like the atmosphere of it. Same with Prometheus, I like the atmosphere. I just don't like some of the plot. So, that's Ridley Scott for you. Right. We have some Christopher Nolan films and this is dedicated to Isaac Dunn, who loves Christopher Nolan. I'm kidding, he hates Christopher Nolan. I could not resist that one. The Dark Knight trilogy. I like these films. They're not as good to me as the Tim Burton ones or the Batman animated films. You know, from the animated show. The animated show is so good. They're not as good as that, but they're enjoyable. And the transfers are great in that. You've got The Prestige, which is my favourite Chris Nolan film. I love Magic. I love Victorian era. It's got everything I like in these kind of films in one film, so that really split me that one. That's my favourite of any of his films. You've got Inception, which I enjoy even though there's some problems. It's very influenced by Femme Fatale by Brian De Palma, but no one ever acknowledges that. It's still a good film. I think it falls away as it goes. I think the resolution of the puzzle in the last third was too much action, not enough thought, but it still works. It's just it's a bit too actiony as it goes, really. Then we've got Dunkirk, which is a nice little film. You know, for Christopher Nolan, it's quite little compared to some of his other films. I like war films. This is one well made. I like the structure of it. So you have different time zones that you don't realise until you're going on. I like the atmosphere of it. I really enjoy this film. Isaac probably doesn't, but tough. Okay, now we have the Matrix trilogy on 4K. I haven't watched these yet. I enjoy the Matrix films. I know it's easy now to hate on them for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, some people don't like the sequels. I like the sequels. This is a good new transfer. I'm looking forward to watching them again. So that's the Matrix. I'm very happy to have it. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I just got this recently. It's a film I like. I don't love it, but I like it. It was going cheap and I thought I like having Kung Fu movies in 4K sounded like a good idea. I mean, it's not my favourite Ang Lee film, because my favourite Ang Lee film is Hulk, which I have in 4K. I had to buy this in America. I have no shame, I really love Hulk. I love its over the topness, its craziness, the fact that it's part Bergman film, part comic book. I just think it's fun. So, I don't care. I am shameless, I don't care. Hate it if you want. Now we have three Sam Raimi films. We've got Spider-Man 2 and 3, but I've also got Spider-Man 1 in this as well. I bought it just disc only. I couldn't get hold of it. These are Italians. These are Italian 4Ks, but I bought. So there are all three films in here. So they're great. They look really nice in 4K. They're because they're the kind of films that the transfers were never that great for like a DVD or Blu-ray, so it's quite nice to see them in good copies in HDR. It really helps to see them the way they should be seen. I've also got Spider-Man Homecoming. I prefer Far From Home, which I don't have yet. This is the new Spider-Man's, and I prefer the Into Spider-Verse film. This is a good introduction to Spider-Man in the MCU. It's really enjoyable, so I'm happy to have it in 4K. I mean, that's what you want 4K films for a lot of time, is the over-the-top ones and the really good arty ones. The really good arty ones haven't come out yet, but hope springs eternal. Now we have Iron Man collection, the first 3 Iron Man films. I enjoy Marvel films. I don't care if you don't. A lot of people find it easy to be snide about them. They're well-made entertainments. That's all they are. You know, get over it. Captain America films, these are better than Iron Man films for me. This is probably the best Marvel trilogy. I like all the films. I'm very happy to have them again. I'm sure some of my viewers will disagree. I don't care. Then we have Avengers 1, Avengers 2, Avengers 3, and the final Avengers. I've got them all in 4K, I've got them all cheap. I'm happy to have them. They all look great in 4K. They all look really nice. So, it's a nice deal. Speaking of pulpy nonsense, I have 2 Fast and Furious. I got for almost nothing, by the way. I've got Tokyo Drift, which is my favourite of the series. I have Fast 6, Fast 7, Hobbs and Shaw. I've actually got Fast 8 as well on one of those big sleeve things too. Again, I bought them for almost nothing. I don't care. I enjoy them. They're pretty pulp. We have Godzilla, King of the Monsters. They don't have Godzilla, the original one yet. The original American one, the Gareth Edwards one, which I really want in 4K. This one looks nice in 4K. I'm happy to rewatch this one. The human characters aren't great, but it's enjoyable. For Kong Skull Island, another really enjoyable monster movie. If you're into monster movies, it's a fun one. There's no depth to it at all, but it looks really nice. And you have Kong in the 70s again. King Kong, the Peter Jackson one. You get 2 cuts in this one. You get the theatrical one, you get the extended cut. It looks quite nice in 4K, a bit outdated, but it makes me like it more. It's very enjoyable. This is what I got from when I bought my Blu-ray player, or my 4K player, Mortal Engines, which is a film I like a lot. It bombed horribly on release. I don't care. It's a good film. It's really enjoyable. I'm happy to have it. And it looks gorgeous in 4K. It looks really good. They did a great transfer on it. And I've got Casino, this Scorsese film. It's one of Scorsese's last really good films, so I'm happy to have it. It looks gorgeous in 4K as well. Wonderful to have. Okay, now we have Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, and James Ramsey's favourite film, the new Ghostbusters. He hates it. Again, the last one, the new Ghostbusters got really cheap. The other 2 I had to spend some money on. I like Ghostbusters. I'm happy to buy Ghostbusters. They're really nice transfers, because they always had bad transfers before, so it's quite nice to get good ones. Now we have one of my favourite films of the decade. We have Mad Max Fury Road, which I'm very happy to have. It looks gorgeous. And we've got one of my favourite films from the 90s, Starship Troopers. Also great gorgeous quality transfer. We have another one of the greatest films from the 90s, The Big Lebowski 4K. See, I do have good films. I've also got Annihilation on its way, and I've also got Phantom Thread on its way. You know, they're not here yet, but they are coming. We've got Terminator 2 Judgment Day in 4K. Not the best transfer, but it's good to have it. I've also got Terminator Salvation, which I got pretty much for nothing, but I got it anyway because I have a soft spot for that film. It's not very good, but it's enjoyable. This is the first 4K I got because I was buying it for the 3D last year, and I wasn't no intention of having 4K at that point. But it's at least a battle window. You get 4K and the 3D at the same time. I'm very happy to have that one. It's an enjoyable, very flawed film. It's one of Robert Rodriguez's best films of recent years, where he was forced to act in a plot, which was nice. We've got Arrival, Denis Villeneuve film, and we've also got Blade Runner 2049, which I've just done a video on. So those are good films. We have Baby Driver, and one of my dodgier films, Warcraft, which I like, and I don't care that no one else likes it. I like it. I know it's hated, so I'm proud to have it. Right, now we have the series with the most, let's say the most directors per film accused of sex crimes. The X-Men collection. 1, 2 and 3. All 3 of these films has the director accused of sexual harassment. I'm not saying indicted, I'm just saying accused. We have X-Men First Class, which does not have anyone accused of harassment in the director's chair, which is nice. X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse, and Logan, which is a nice little film. We also have Deadpool, which is a fun, entertaining film, and Deadpool 2. I like X-Men films. Recently it's been tough with both the accusations and the release of Dark Phoenix, but I did have a soft spot for these films for a long time, and I did buy them cheap, and CEX is great for these films because if you wait a bit you can get all of these really cheap, which is the way I did it. So I picked them up over a few months cheap, so that's the way to do it for these kind of films. If there's a kind of pulpy film in 4K, go to CEX and wait, because you'll get them quite easily. These films, we have The Incredibles 2, which looks really gorgeous in 4K. The animated films, you know, you'd think, why do you need to bother with 4K? But they actually do look better, just quality. But Waterworld, which you get the extended version and the normal version. The normal version is 4K, the other one's 1080p. Both look really good. I've also got the other versions. I've got a soft spot for Waterworld. Always have, I don't know why, I just always had a soft spot for that film. It's kind of sad, but what can I do? There will be a video eventually in Waterworld. Scarface, obviously. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have the thing in 4K yet, but Scarface is a good start. So this looks gorgeous as well. Nice little transfer. Now we have 3 Guillermo del Toro films. You only really get pulpy del Toro films at the moment. You can't really get his good stuff. I think the Shape of Water's out, but I haven't got it yet. But the rest, apparently the transfers aren't that good so far, so it's best to wait. So you've got Hellboy, which looks gorgeous. You've got Hellboy 2. And you have Pacific Rim. 3 films which I adore. I have no shame in buying them in 4K. If you don't like them, you've got a problem. You know, I'm very modest about my opinions. But Jack Reacher, which is a film I enjoy. I did a video into these films. And Jack Reacher 2, which I got free. I didn't buy that one, I got it free when I bought my player. I would not have bought this one. That's one of the things. I don't mind saying the bad films I bought, but if I didn't really buy it, I got it free with a player. So I was buying the player. I don't count that as buying them. So, there we go. But I've also got a film I did buy that's probably just as embarrassing as I've shown so far, which is The Meg. Cheesy as hell, Statham. You know, you can tell that I love trash, can't you? So, we have Watchmen, the Ultimate Cut, which is the 4-hour cut. I don't know why I keep on giving this film a chance in different cuts. Because I'm a fan of the original comic, but the film version is not that great, but I still keep trying to give it a chance. Maybe this cut will be better than the last one, and it's not great. Because you know I'll keep on doing it unless I'm stopped physically. For 2 Spielberg now, I've got Close Encounters, which obviously you're getting for 4K because of those lights of the aliens and stuff. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. I'll get around to it. I've also got Schindler's List, which I also haven't watched yet, because I only got this last week, so I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Beyond testing out, it was good on it, with the basic quality of it. And I almost had a pile up there. I almost went. So, okay, we're getting towards the end now. Don't worry. I've overdone it slightly. So, I've got Venom, which is trash, but Tom Hardy's so good in this trash that it's so enjoyable that you can't really resist it. It's a one performance trash, but it's trash. But that performance is so weird that it's so enjoyable. I've got two Kingsman films. The Kingsman, and you've got Kingsman: The Golden Circle, which is a steelbook. Again, both of them cheap. I got the Kingsman actually in a pack of stuff. They're both very enjoyable films. You know, they're not deep at all, but they're really enjoyable if you're looking for a silly entertainment. Right, I've got, this is quite a pile I've got in my lap at the moment. It's Shadow, which I've not watched yet, but I like the director who did Hero and a bunch of other stuff. I have a Mission Impossible, which I've done a video on, so the video will be up soon. Got them all in 4K. One is a steelbook for Fallout. I got this one for almost nothing. I don't know why they sold it for very little money on the first 5 films, but I managed to pull it off because I was online one day when they were trying to offload some old copies, I think. Now we're going for some 80s and 90s classic action. We have Die Hard. Of course we don't have Die Hard. Why wouldn't I have a Die Hard? And we've also got Predator. This is the Predator trilogy. You get Predator 1, 2 and Predators. You know, I've always been a bit of a Predator fan. You know, I've always had a soft spot, which explains why I've got the Predator on Steelbook in 4K too. You know, I'm one of the people who defend the Predator despite its many flaws. You know, it's many flaws. I think I'm going to pile up again here. Now we have Colour Out of Space in 4K, the recent Nicolas Cage, Richard Stanley movie, which I did a video on, so go watch the video. It's a terrific film, and my video's not bad either. Now we have my, probably the most shameful one that I've got. Again, I got it for almost nothing in eBay, so I was like, I don't feel guilty about buying it, I just feel guilty about showing it off, which is Jurassic World and the other one that was, they're both garbage, they're both, I basically got it in 4K to see the dinosaurs in 4K because the Spielberg trilogy thing was way more expensive. My one of my first videos was about Jurassic World, how stupid it was, which is still up somewhere. It's not very good, but you can see how rough I was when I started by watching that video. And the only thing stupider than Jurassic World is its sequel, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is really stupid. It's staggeringly stupid, the second one, which makes it more lovable than the first because it's so brain dead. It's bizarrely enjoyable. Everyone has done a video in this film how dumb it is. It's so amazingly dumb. Now we're going to pulp that's actually decent pulp. We have Rise of the Planet of the Apes, we've got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and we have another steelbook with War of the Planet of the Apes. I've not watched these in 4K yet. These are all really enjoyable films, especially 2 and 3. You know, it's one of those trilogies that gets better as the story goes on. You know, the first one takes a while to get going, but the second and third ones are really good. So I was really happy to get that in 4K actually, because even though with 4K some CGI starts to look a bit faker, but I really wanted that in 4K because it's the only Apes films I actually like. The rest of the Apes films from the 70s I'm not a big fan of, but I really like those ones. Now we're going to the last box, which also has, yeah, it's got the most embarrassing ones in here, this one. I mean, but the thing is, the most embarrassing one I didn't buy, it came in by player. So start off with the 4 Bourne films, which are enjoyable. With Bourne Identity, you'll get Supremacy, Ultimatum, and Legacy. The one that doesn't star Matt Damon. These are all fun movies. They're all really enjoyable to watch. I have no shame in having them. I got them all cheap on CEX. You can get them cheap pretty quickly there if you're looking for them. So I feel like those films, they're easy to get for paying money for. You've got Planet Earth 2. I really like documentaries. You've got Blue Planet 2. I need to watch these still. You've got the Adventure Collection. These are IMAX films, all 4K. So I'm looking forward to those. I still need to watch them, but I'm kind of lazy that way. I've had particularly Final Doctor Who in 4K because I wanted to see what it looked like in 4K. It's a really good final story for him, really enjoyable. I really liked his Doctor, so I'm quite happy to have that. I've got an overrated film, The Revenant, which I got for almost nothing. You can see because it looks so terrible. It's all waterlogged, the case, because that's how cheap it was. Because it was it's not even a. Who is it? Yeah, no, sorry about that. The cover itself, I think it's one of those discs that were for review copies. So there was offloading old review copies, so I got it. It's the same as this one, Independence Day, another review copy. One, got for almost nothing. It's not a very good film, but it's enjoyable cheese type of thing. But I used to rant against it years ago, but now I just let it go. Now we're going to a few films I got that are a bit dodgy. Well, I've got Assassin's Creed, which I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan for the game. And I got this in a box set of something stuff with the Prometheus and things, so I just got it. It was a cheap box set, so I got it. I got this one free, which I bought some Blu-rays before. I got this with them, even though I didn't ask for it, and I had no idea. I think it's probably a terrible film, but I've never actually watched it. Which is Trolls. I'm hoping my niece and nephew upgrade soon so I can get rid of this to them. These are other ones I got free with my 4K player. Equalizer 2, which is garbage but fun. It's an enjoyable bit of pulp. It's not very good though, it's terrible, but I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, it's a well made bit of pulp, but it's not a great bit of pulp. Then finally we have the Dark Tower, another one I got free with the player. It's not very good at all. But apparently the picture quality, I looked at picture quality and it looked really nice, and it's like, there's so many better deserving cases than what putting this in 4K. But that's my collection. There's some more coming, but I'm trying to slow it down now, and I'm basically, you know, a lot of Blu-rays still look really good in Blu-ray when you watch them in 4K players, so I don't have any real need to try and upgrade a lot of stuff. It's just certain films, and if it's going cheap and if I think it's a good upgrade, I've checked an upgrade if it's any good. So there's some really good stuff here, there's some less than good stuff, and there's a few things where even I'm thinking, what was I thinking, really? So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm hoping in the next year or two the actual stuff released gets better, so you can actually have a better collection. I'm starting to look to foreign countries for some of them, but some of them came from America. Once this pandemic's over, I'll keep looking overseas because they have a bigger range of films, and when you release stuff in 4K it's region free, so there's no region locks at the moment, so it may be worth trying to get hold of certain things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's my 4K collection for now. I'll be back later. Bye.